Good afternoon. And we're back at it again. Post gym session, like always. It was a crazy gym session, guys. I'm getting strong. Alhamdulillah. And I like it. Like, I'm actually getting strong. Like, there's people that'll say they're getting strong, but like, alhamdulillah, I'm actually getting strong. And in this regard, man, I want to be stronger. Inshallah. But let's get back into this today, guys. Here we are. It's a big day. It was a trade day. So we're just gonna do what should I show you guys? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys all of the trades I was thinking of taking today. Actually, I'm gonna show you all of the confluences for each of the, I guess, things I trade. What the fuck? The word's not with me right now, guys. Come on. Let's do this together. Okay, gold. What instruments I trade? Okay, that's what it is. What instruments I trade? Go. Okay, so woke up. You guys can see gold price was here, right? I'm gonna show you guys what the daily bias was, and shit, wires, man. Got to do something about this wire business. Okay, daily bias when we started, we were bullish. Okay, and on the 4 hour, okay, guys, could we see? We were. It's too hard to call, so we'll just say that we're actually bearish because now we're bearish, but we didn't really have a close. Okay, so hourly we went to. Okay, that's where our trading time starts. We were at that point. Yeah, again, we could say we're bullish, right? And price just went off, right? And I missed this entry right here, and we were looking for price to come back into the fair value gap and shoot up. I didn't see order block, and we weren't at equilibrium, so that's why I did not take this trade this morning. So now we go to silver. Okay, silver, there was no bias. There's no daily bias. So if there's no daily bias, then there can't be a break of structure. We can see that there was an order block present right here, previous lows, took them out. Yeah, took them out, right? But price was gonna go into this. We knew that, but then we couldn't really form what kind of structure that we were in, and we couldn't find a daily bias and like something that I know is a daily bias when I go through the price ranges, right? And that's why we did not take this trade. Euro USD. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so we had a daily bias that it was bullish. Okay, so market opened. Okay, it's consolidating a little bit, so you guys can see price did go up, and then we didn't have a break of structure up to then for the bullish, so you guys can see I was right here when we didn't have a break of structure, so we were just waiting for that break of structure. We did have an order block, and the order block we could say was from here to here, right? Taking out previous lows, taking out all the previous lows of the session. And as you guys can see, there was there was an order block. There was a fair value gap that needed to be filled right here. So once that fair value gap could be filled, then price. It was just choppy, very choppy today, right? This wasn't at any point a very smart trade. We did have equilibrium, but just because that there was no break of structure, I did not take this trade, right? But here's a trade I did take today. Okay, guys. Um, this was sexy trade. Okay, so what are we looking at when we were taking this trade? We were bearish on the day, right? And we can go through that. Of course, I can show you guys that on the daily. We were bearish all the way. You can see bearish, bearish, bearish. Okay, then on the 4 hourly, what were we at that time when I started my trading? Bearish, right? We never broke structure. We never had to close above this. We were bearish the whole time. Okay. On the 1 hour, we could see this as well. Bearish going in. So, baby, it was bearish, right? We had to break a structure downward, so we were down the whole time. So that really worked in our favor. We had an order block from here to here. Okay, so that could show us that price was in the order block at that time, so orders were being filled. So this was a good place for us to be right now. Okay, And let's keep going down to now the big money moves. Okay, so now we had to see if price was at an equilibrium, guys. Right there, that's my entry. You could see that. Okay, and I held on to this trade till about 9:30. I came into this trade at 8:45, held till 9:30, and I really want to say this was a trade. This was the most perfect sell trade, right? You guys can see this, that this is where I this is where I set my stop loss, okay? Because if it went above this order block, right, that means that I was wrong. That means that no, price is going to move up today. Even if price went above the order block, came back in, it already proves that I'm wrong because price went out of the order block, right? And this price never went out of the order block, and I had a TP roughly about right here where this liquidity sweep was, right, guys? I would have. This was a big money trade today, and I sold early. I only made something like $71 off of this, but this was something I could have easily cleared $200, right? But I like I told you guys before, I don't really get high or low on this. Of course, it makes me really happy that I predicted the market right, but I want to get into a habit where I can let trades ride out a little bit more and not have to watch them and trust my read enough and set a stop loss according to, hey, if I'm wrong, I'm getting stopped out right away, right? Well, that's it, man. It was a good trade day for GJ. I don't know what GJ is going to be doing tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be GJ day tomorrow, right? And just for that silver thing yesterday, remember we were talking. If anyone watched the video, I don't know if anyone will, right? I was just looking at the wrong candle at that time. That was the only problem. That's why it wasn't against what I was saying. It was just looking the wrong way, right? Okay, guys. What else? Yeah, nothing really special about this. I think at this point everyone understands who watches me what my strategy is like, and I like pick a daily bias, find a break of structure, find an order block or a fair value gap, and then make sure you get the price at an equilibrium at a discount. Okay, someone I would like to shout this strategy out to. It's not that per se that they taught me how to use all these confluences, but it helped me put it together, right? And that was the TJR trading bootcamp. Honestly, it was goated. Uh, I really enjoyed it. I got nothing bad to say about the dude. I don't know who the dude is really. I got nothing good to say about the dude. The dude taught me how to trade, right? I don't know if I needed 60 days to learn it, but then again, right, it works as it works. I'm not even gonna hate that. Like, honestly, I'm glad that he took the time out of his schedule to make those, right? So that's why I'm just trying to do an express edition of it where I'm teaching you guys what I'm doing every single day, what I'm looking at, and just keeping it to the point. And also like the psychological aspects of just like going along with it, okay? Just you guys, we're getting better every single day, a little bit better, a little bit better, and let's just keep getting a little bit better, okay? I'm gonna stop this video for now. We'll have another discussion tomorrow if it is a trade. If I do take a trade, if not, we'll have a little psychological video talking about like the shit that I've been thinking about. And we're clocking out for now. Peace out.